Hi, in today's video we are going to see consolidation. Let me open my workbook. So in today's topic we will be covering what is the consolidation, and in consolidation we have to have the very fixed right. We should be having all data. What are the sheet we are going to consolidate, it has to be at the fixed row and columns so that we can consolidate. So we will see first our example as a how we can use with the fixed row and column, and then we will see that how we can get the data with the where the rows will be getting changed. The data will be there, but the row will be changed on that. And then we will see another one example where row and columns both will be changed. I have created one spreadsheet for our example. So what I have done is I have noted down name of employee and what is the department, what are the department like IT, HR, BPO and finance. 4 departments are there, and what is the gross total amount. So it is just for example, it can be for your scenario or real time, it can be anything. But one thing we have to make sure that these headings are same for each sheet. It should be same, and here name, this one also should be same. So if something is found from the any other sheet where we have the some different order itself, it will be work. But we will be going through 3 examples. So what I have done as of now in sheet 1, January, February, March, I have created 3 sheets, and if you see in January month all the names are same, 11 employees data is same, and IT, HR, BPO and finance and gross amount is the same. So I have 3 sheets are there. These numbers are changed. If you observe, the numbers have been changed here. It is ran like both are not same. If I imply one's data here and imply was, it is a change here, if you see, right? And then March as well, that you will be having different number here. Now I want to consolidate. I want to consolidate all these sheet in all these 3 sheet into one. So how we can do that? To consolidate, there is a one function in Excel. Its name is consolidate. So where we can get it from? If you are on home tab or some other tab, click on the data tab, click on the consolidate. So in data tool subgroup, you will be having one consolidate option. It will be right, it will be very small icon, so you have to just find out it is consolidate. Just click on this. So once you click on this, you will be getting this consolidate one window where you have to provide three parameter, 3 things you have to provide. First thing is that what function. So once you consolidate all these things, all these 3 sheets, what you want sum, count, average, max, minimum. So there is a lot of functions are given. As of now we will be going with the sum. I am clicking OK sum, and then it will ask for the reference. So if you are on the sheet, you don't have to click necessary here. What you can do is you can bring your cursor here and select the sheet entire table. You have to select the entire table. I am selecting. If you observe, I have selected entire table. Once you selected, click on add. So each sheet, what are the sheet you want to consolidate, you have to keep on adding. So I'll add it. Again I click, it got added. Now I'll put a next, add. So I have added all these January, February, March. I have added all these 3 sheets. Now another option is use label in. So whether your top row, this row, having your heading. So if yes, then click on that, and then if left column, first left column having some labels or some names are given, right? So normally when we have table, we will be having some headings on the our top row or the first left, right? So in this case both we have. So I will click on this and then create a link to the source data. As of now I will not click on this. I will show you in the some what is the use of this in some time after. So I'm just clicking on OK, and if you observe, entire thing got pasted here. So whatever the data from the employee 1 from January, February and March, all these things have been added. So we have in the March we have 395, then February we have 230, and the January month we have 417. If you sum this, I should be getting 1042. 1042 is the total of this. Similarly, if you calculate this, all will be, it will coming, and all together number if you see, that will be coming as 44,452. So in this scenario, what we have done is, we have taken this sheet, and in every sheet we had the IT, HR, BPO, finance in the same structure, and then employee name, employee 2, every sheet we have the common, right? So this is our first. So we have very fixed row and column where the like particular row heading having that particular corresponding data, and it is working fine. So in the real scenario, it is very likely, like sometime it happens, sometime it don't happen, right? So sometime might be I having the employee name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These people are suffered here. Like might be this person is on the 3rd position, this person is the 7%, 7th position. In likewise, it can be changed, right? It is not. We cannot always say that like this is the way we want. But if the data is on same structure, if this can be suffered, this can suffer. So I have another example which we show you. So here if you see, I have employee name 11, 10, 11, all these are got suffered here. I have suffered here purposefully. Then we have another one where again we do not have the same employee name on the same column reference, right, in the next. Then again we have different row columns, right? So this might be like it can be like a real time scenario where we will be having the data is suffered. But if you see one thing you have observed here, that what is structure of the whole thing is correct. Like we have name on the same column, it is suffered, but name we have on the same column. Then if IT related, what are the value is there in IT related, right? So let's see if it is, this one is also works. So I have selected sheet 2. Let me select this one. I'll go to the data tab and then click on the consolidate. Again it will ask, so whatever the previously we have done, it will be here. We have to remove it. So remove everything. Now I'll click here, and again I want what function I want sum function. So I'll click on the sum. Then I'll go to this reference. What are the range we have? So we have January. I'll select January entire table, add. Then I will go to the February. I'll select entire tab. I'll click add. Then I will go to the March. I'll select entire tab, add. So all these 3 sheets I have added. In the case if you have multiple 5 or 6 sheets, you can we can very well go ahead and add all those in this way. Then I will again click on top row having name, yes, and the left column also having some column headings. So I will click on this and I'll click on OK. So if you observe, I got the same type of output. If you go to total, if I see what was the employee total I got, it was 1042. So if I go to here again for 1042. So what I have done in this example, no, I have just shuffled it. I have not changed the number to just make sure that we are understanding and we are getting the, even though number position like this position is changed, we are getting the exactly same value. So there is no problem. And in the total, right, the previous total we had how much we had total. we had, sorry, we have 44,412. Then again in gross total also we have the same thing, right? Now if I go to the total 2 and see the what is the gross total, I am getting 44,012, the same amount, right? And then again I am going to select and this, so we have validated, both are the same. Now we'll go to the third example. Our third example, where what I have done is I have changed I have shuffled the name as well and then column as well. So whatever the IT column, but only one thing is there, we have to always keep mind headings, all this heading, that name should be same. If I am February, if I am going, I should be having exactly same heading whatever I have on the sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. So all sheets should have the same heading, so that it Excel know like, hey, I want to consolidate this line data with the IT, then wherever I am finding IT, I will consolidate it. Okay, so if you have observed here, I have put HR, IT, BPO and finance. So in the first sheet, in January 3, if you see, I have IT on the B column. Here we have HR in B column, and in third sheet we have BPO, right? We have BPO in this. So each and everything is got shuffled here. What Excel will do, he will look for the employee, and then it will show what is the, where in this 4 column, where is the BPO, it will select it, right? And it will give the result to us. Let me go to the here again. I will select where I want to paste the data. So if I want to paste here data, that's fine. If I want to paste data here, that's also fine. I'll put select cell 1, very first cell of the sheet, and click on the consolidate. Again it will ask for the provide us the what is the range. So I'm clicking on the delete. I'll delete all these so that I can have fresh. Now I want to sum again, so this time we can do the sum, and then what I'll do is I will put as this one. I will select Jan 3 and add it. Then I'll go to the February and select it, add it. One thing, if you have Azure, I am just capturing just for our demo purpose, but if you, as soon as I am moving here, right, on the book 3 I am going, the cell is getting selected here. So not necessary like we have to search it, but in the case sometime it don't get selected what are the range we want, then we have to select it. I have selected book 3 as well, and I am clicking add here. So if you observe, I have added all these 3 sheets. Now my top row having label yes, left row, this case I will not click here. I will just show that what happened if you don't select that, what happens it, and link to the source data. At this time I'll click OK. If you see, the row and headers did not get pasted here. Again I will go to the consolidate, and all data is already available, so no need to worry about it. Just click on the top row, and if click OK, I should be getting the same result at what I was getting previously. Yes, 44,412. And again here if you see 44,412. And if you see employee 1, I should be having employee 1, where is that, what was that, 1000, where we observe for, it was employee 1 for the IT total, it was 1042, right? So when we see here, we have taken the IT total for the employee 1 manually, and we got the 42, and for the IT, right? Similar way for employee 2 we have 1099. If I go to the total 3 and employee 2 for IT, we have 1099. We are getting the same result. The reason being why all total, you wonder why all totals are same, because I have for our easy to understand demo purpose, what I have done, I have just shuffled the row and columns here, and but data, whatever the data for that particular month, I kept same, so that we should be, if I am doing that consolidation is happening perfectly, then I should be getting the same exact number. Okay, let me put that. I have just undo that to show you what is the another one feature called link data. So as of now, I am selecting the same sum function and click here link data. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll go to the book 3 batch, like this one, January 3. What I'll do, I will change to the 1 here in IT January 1. Then I will go to the February IT. I will change, sorry, I have changed for which, okay, I have changed for 10. Let's do for 1. Okay, employee name 1, I'll changing for IT 1. Then January, like February month, employee 1 IT here, I'm changing 1 as 1. And then March, employee 1 and IT is here, I'm changing 1. If I click OK, and if I go total, I should be having in employee 1 as a 3. So if you observe here, it got little, okay, if you see for employee 1, I got result, for IT is a 1. If I change every data is like similar way, you see small number, very it will be very useful for us to calculate quickly, right, and get it. So that's why purposefully I put 1 1 1, so that we can see that. So doesn't matter what position is that the data will be get, but in the case if I change here IT to something else, if I put like IT info, if I click this in one sheet, if you observe that, if I refresh, where in I have changed IT3 info, right, I should be get here, let me refresh it, but still I am getting the same number. Let me change something else here, I'll change this totally, because IT is some similar word, right, others, change it, let's see. So why I am not getting, because maybe I have to reconstruct this one. So let me delete this sheet again and click on this new, I'll add it total with link, okay, and I'll go to the this consolidate again, I'll put sum, and then here reference I will select January, add it, then February, it got automatically selected, I'll click add, then March, just I need to validate whether data is get selected properly or not. So I selected all these 3, I click on this and create link source and click OK. So okay, here we go, this time we got other as a number, and to on the employee name 1, for IT we have 2, and for others we have 1, because here it has one more column as others. If in this sheet if we have other, it will add to there, but since in this sheet we don't have other, but it's this sheet having other, so it has added one more column and mark as others. So hope you understand this one. And if so, in this case, like if you observe, if we have some more columns are added, so just select the range, if some with the same heading, if something is already found here, it will keep on adding them, or else it will add into the new column. So hope you have understand, do it by yourself, have a very small data like how I have taken. So take 4 or 5 sheets, a different sheet, and try it and consolidate it. Once you do it from your side, right, it will be more clear for you. And if you have any further clarification, just let us know on comment box, we will try to get back to you with your answer. Thank you so much. That's all for this video.